Hello, my friends. Welcome to the EP Holiday Buyer's Guide. I am talking today about collectibles, technology, and gadgets. And again, I'm at the gaming stadium. Thank you to them for having me out this week for the Buyer's Guides. I wanted to leave my basement, and these guys said, yes, you can leave your basement. You can come and hang with us. This is the place where all kinds of tournaments are happening. Nothing's happening right now. It's a little quiet right now, but the people get together and they play against each other. There's also online tournaments that happen through this space. They've been a wonderful partner of Electric Playground all year long. So thank you to the gaming stadium. Make sure you check them out at tgs.gg. All right, let's talk about some collectibles, some gadgets, some technology that you might want to pass on to somebody that you love out there. These items are a little bit pricey, so you probably got to love the people that you buy them for quite a bit, but they're very cool. And I'm going to start with the Replicade mini arcade devices. This company has sent me a bunch of them. You can see them in the stuff that I've been shooting in my basement behind me all the time. They've sent me a Dragon's Lair Replicade. There's a Street Fighter one. Recently, I got the 1942. There's also a Tempest one, and they're making new machines all the time. The thing that I love about these is that obviously they're not full size, but they're full functionality. So it's just like you're in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You walk up to them and you don't have to actually put a quarter in, but you can play these games with these little tiny joysticks and buttons, and the functionality is wonderful. And there are all kinds of other cool details in there as well. Like you'll actually get an external little mini Laserdisc player and a little mini Laserdisc if you pick up the Dragon's Lair one, which, by the way, the Dragon's Lair one also has an HDMI out, so you can play it on a television set, which is really cool. Go! Oh my god. So you're watching, I wanted to show you guys all the death animations. How am I doing so far? Pretty good? But all of these things are lovingly crafted. I think if you're looking at these, they make a great alternative to maybe the arcade one-ups, which are a little bit more full-size, and not everybody's got room for one of those, but everybody's got room for a Replicade, and I guarantee if you get one of these for somebody out there, they're gonna love it. They are beautifully made. Next up, I've got the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch device, which Nintendo just shot out to me for review, and this is a great little handheld. It includes 3 different Zelda games, so you get the NES Zelda, NES Zelda 2, and also The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which was a Game Boy title, and all of them have been lovingly crafted on this color screen. You also get a game called Vermin, where you're trying to whack moles that are burrowing up through the ground, harkening back to the classic days of Game & Watch. And then you've got all of the animation and the art and stuff that's in these Zelda games interwoven into the clock and the timer. There's all kinds of chirpy sounds that happen on this device, and then everything plays and looks really, really good, like the classic Zelda experiences. There's also a stand that comes within the box as well, so it makes a perfect celebration, like a terrific little collectible that honors the past of the franchise, the Zelda franchise, but also Nintendo's innovation and the different types of products that they've made. I love this one. There's also a Mario one out there, which you might still be able to get this holiday season, but the Zelda one is definitely better, and it's an awesome gift idea. Next up, I've got a couple of different subscription concepts for you out there, and the first one that I'm going to talk about is Game Pass, or the Game Pass Ultimate, which loops in the Xbox Live Gold as well as Game Pass, but Game Pass is at the core here. This is basically Microsoft saying we can collect a whole bunch of publishers' games as well as our first-party stuff, charge a monthly fee to people, and they don't have to go out and actually purchase the games. They can just download them to their Xbox or their PC, because the Game Pass subscription works across both platforms out there. But they also have, with Ultimate, you have the ability to play these games in the cloud. And one of the cool things that's happening right now, if you've got fast enough internet and one of these subscriptions, you can actually stream Xbox Series X caliber experiences. So even the exclusive stuff that's on the Xbox Series X that is a part of this subscription, you can play it on an Xbox One. So last generation Xbox, you can play kind of the state-of-the-art stuff out there, provided you have fast enough internet. But what's really cool is the constant ability to discover these kick-ass indie games, or the games that might have passed you by, or games that you just can't afford in your budget. There's just this massive collection that also dips all the way back to the original original Xbox games. So stuff from 20 years ago, you can load it up as part of Xbox Game Pass. They had Crimson Skies in the collection not too long ago. And it's just incredible to be able to dive into this back catalog, to pick up on the games that you might have missed, and also that constant sense of discovery. It's one of the best deals, if not the best deal in video games, period. And now obviously with Halo Infinite and with Forza Horizon 5, Xbox has got their own first-party exclusives to kind of sweeten the deal with, because those games are available day and date. Whenever they hit the stores, they're also on Game Pass. So I honestly don't know why, if you are an Xbox player or even a PC player, why you wouldn't want this. It's pretty damn awesome. And the other pretty damn awesome subscription service that's out there is Marvel Unlimited. For anybody that has a tablet or a large enough phone screen to kind of take advantage of it, you can subscribe to Marvel's digital service, and it works out to about $100 a year. In Canada, it's probably like $60 or $70 in the US. But you get access to 29,000, like almost 30,000 issues of Marvel comic books, going back to the very beginning of all of the Marvel era, the introduction of Spider-Man and all that stuff. You can search through everything by character, by some of your favorite artists and creators out there, and you can dive into the backstory. So a perfect example is all of the incredible stuff that Matt Fraction did with Hawkeye, which is now sort of being transposed into the Disney Plus series. Well, I'll tell you what, the show is cool, but it's going to be really cool to dive back in and look at some of the source that influenced this cool new show. But that exists across countless different characters. I got completely addicted to reading all of the Miles Morales run that Brian Michael Bendis was working on. I can't recommend this service enough. In fact, I have one of the larger size iPad Pros, and I bought it specifically because I knew I was going to be reading all of these comic books. Marvel Unlimited is a phenomenal gift idea. And finally, my last choice for a tech or gadget or collectible out there is an extravagant purchase. I'm talking about the Nintendo Switch OLED system, which may be an unnecessary upgrade for a lot of players, especially if most people have the original Switch and they just play on the television set. But I have to tell you, it is a pretty remarkable upgrade to this phenomenal platform. That OLED screen with its inky blacks and beautiful color qualities really makes a lot of these games jump off the screen, like playing Tetris Effect Connected on this or Metroid Dread. It's an amazing experience. It makes everything much, much crisper, much more detailed. It's a little bit larger, the screen as well. The kickstand on the back is better if you like to play on tabletop mode as well. It's got better audio. All around, it's a great, great device. The challenge is, of course, with the supply chain shortages out there and the chip shortages, it might be very difficult to pick one of these up. I, again, don't know if I would recommend this to existing Nintendo Switch fans that don't go into handheld mode, but I'll tell you what I've been doing quite a bit more since I got the Switch OLED. I play in handheld mode a lot more. I take it out of the dock and just kick back on the couch, and wherever I go, this is the Switch that I bring with me everywhere. It's a phenomenal platform. It's more than proven itself. If you're looking for a Nintendo Switch for the holiday season, the OLED is the one to get. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this holiday buyer's guide, but I've got lots of other ideas for you, whether you're a PlayStation player, an Xbox player, Nintendo Switch player, a PC player, if you're looking for family-friendly stuff. So make sure you watch all of the videos. Thank you again to the Gaming Stadium for having me out here. We'll see you all very soon, and until then, play forever.